Alright, let's get another battle in with my revised Camerupt deck. See if we get a true test this time. Still nope. Forcing them to go first. And no Pokemon in the hand. Wow. And again, I get both Pokegears, which is all I have in the deck. So the mulligan will give them an extra card. At least I get the Precious Trolley, so that's nice. Okay, let's see what they got. Ooh, I mean, we've got Crustle on the other side. So is this something plus Crustle, or is this a dedicated Crustle? Okay, Luxurious Cape. Okay, so Energy, Luxurious Cape, pass. And that cape is really busted on Crustle because you have to be a non-EX. You get 100 extra health, but then if you get knocked out, then your opponent takes 2 extra prizes. So I think Crustle has 150, which becomes 250, which can be a difficult number to hit without an EX Pokemon, but luckily, yet again, I have weakness advantage here. So going with the fire is actually helping me out. And so we did do the Precious Trolley to fill up the bench. I'm going to retreat into Volcanion, Earthen Vessel, get this out of here, get some energy. And we're going to Scalding Steam, get it burned. And Team Evolution. And I have my Magmortars coming into play. Okay, and I do have 3 in the deck, so that's good to know. I should say all 3 of them are available in the deck. And Monkey doesn't go down, but it's close. And they get to keep the burns, so that's always nice. But most likely they're going to retreat, do Ascension with the Crustle, or with Dwebble in order to get Crustle in play. And they do bench a Shuckle. Well, that is a question. Okay, so they do attach a second energy, so it's enough for Ascension, and then next turn they'll be able to attach and do Crustle's attack. Yep, there's the air balloon, so they get to retreat for free. So that's really nice for them. But since they attach to the Dwebble, that means they don't... Oh, they're not able to attach to Munkidori, but they don't even need to use Ascension, and they go straight into the Crustle, which they had in hand. Okay, and Psyduck on the bench. They probably put that down just to thin because they're not going to need that this match. And I am attaching to the Magmortar because Mega Camerupt is not going to be able to hit this thing. So I need to get this out of the way, and then I'll be able to use Camerupt to clean up the rest. So let's burn it. And I'm retreating because I want to preserve my hit points. That Crustle attack will be able to knock me out in 2 hits, and I need to be able to burn if I'm going to take this thing out. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I probably should have gone for triple Magmar, Hilda into the 3rd Magmortar, and then at that point I'd be doing 110 damage and burn every turn, or between turns, potentially more if they stay burned. Okay, so there's the Superb Scissors. So Numel does go down. Bring Volcanion back. And they haven't been able to get a Darkness Energy for the Monkey Dory yet. So I'm still doing okay. I'm going to Arven so that I can Nest Ball Team Evo again. Grab my last Magmar. Attach. Oh, I need a burn first. That was almost bad. Okay, now evolution. Alright, and that feels pretty good. Although they do cure it immediately. Their hand is pretty small. This Crustle can go down next turn, because Monkey Dory can heal 30, move over 30, but it's not going to be enough to keep it from being knocked out. Okay, Lily's Determination, so they'll see a new hand of 6. Okay, there is the Adrenabrain. And they are moving it from the Crustle. They put it on Magmortar, so they recognize, okay, that one with the energy, trying to build it up, so they're going to try to take it out when they have the opportunity. Okay, there's a Superb Scissors. So I'm down to 100 health. Definitely going to knock it out this time, though. So let's do this. And I'm just going to grab energy. I attached it to the Numel because next time I'll be able to evolve and take out everything else that's on the field. We just end turn, knocked out, and I only get one prize. Oh, it has to be damage from an attack. So because burn is done during checkup, it doesn't count. Oh man, so they got the extra health, bought all those turns, and then they didn't even have to worry about the downside because I knocked them out with burn and not an attack. That's unfortunate. Okay, and they're continuing to target the Magmortar. We're even on prizes, but my board is in a much better state because burn is going to knock out everything they've got right now. Burn by itself would knock it out, but I've also got Camerupt. Crispin, okay, that's interesting. Well, they'll be able to search for 2. One goes in the hand, one gets attached immediately. So that Shuckle, Fermented Juice, if this Pokemon has any Leaf Energy attached, you can heal 30 damage for one of your Pokemon. So that's nice, actually. I can see the combination there. Monkey Dory to move 30, Shuckle to heal 30. So you're taking that damage out of play. And this is kind of a curly wall situation for Crustle. You know, you're building up the defenses, but of course, the difference between Curly Wall and Crustle is that Crustle is immune to damage from EX Pokemon, unless they have something like Cornerstone's Demolish, or Mega Lopunny has that secondary attack that can hit through effects. The annoying part on this also is that each of these Pokemon is just giving up one prize, so I'm gonna have to do some work and keep taking knockouts turn after turn. And I do have Turo in the deck, so if I were to get one of those, I could pick up one of these Pokemon that's got damage on it, and then just kind of negate all the work that they've been doing. But I haven't seen one yet. And Petrol, okay, that's an interesting one. So that lets them search their deck for any trainer card and put it in the hand. So they can search for another supporter, an item. Oh, and Precious Trolley, okay. So, wow, this feels kind of late to be getting a Precious Trolley, but they kind of need it because they're bored as it is right now. They would lose in just 2 turns. So we get a second Dwebble. There's also that Cornerstone, which I mentioned. So Cornerstone's ability, it will not take damage from any Pokemon with an ability, but that's damage from attacks that doesn't apply to burn. And of course, Camerupt doesn't have an ability, so Camerupt does not care. So there's a second Monkey Dory with the Darkness Energy, another Adrena Brain. Okay, and that is all the damage from their side. Of course, my Magmortar is just shy of being knocked out. Okay, so let's burn this. Now evolve. Retreat. Take it out. Yeah, confirm. I don't want to attach in my other energies yet at the moment. Okay, and now I'm just 2 prizes away. So 2 to 5. Dwebble comes in the active. So we are going to get a second Crustle. There's another Crispin. And they double attach. There's the Ascension. This is the annoying part. So I'm going to switch. Put that here. Let's... I need more energy. Let's Earthen Vessel. Let's get rid of the other Camerupt. I'm not going to need it. And just the 1 fire energy left in the deck. I do have Night Stretcher, but I don't have any fire in the discard yet. So 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. And I'm attaching it to another Magmortar because my guy is definitely going to go down. So I'm going to lose Volcanion and this Magmortar next turn, regardless of what happens. The burn heals. That's obnoxious. If it had stayed, maybe I would have had a chance, but... Okay, here's the thing. So they're 40 away from being knocked out, but they're going to get to move most of that off. So maybe burning was the mistake. Yeah, because they move 30 off, knock out Magmortar. They're going to move another 30 off onto Magmortar with the energy. Yep, they know that's the other threat. And then probably heal with Shuckle. Oh, petrol first, okay. What are they grabbing with petrol? Oh man, something else I just thought of. If they were to ever attach the third energy, they could also Jumbo Ice Cream, because Jumbo Ice Cream heals your active as long as it's got 3 energies or more attached. I haven't seen one yet though, so maybe they don't run that, maybe they don't need it. But gosh, that is the tankiest 150 hit points I've ever seen. Yep, Superb Scissors, knock it out. Oh gosh, this is rough. So now we're back to even on prizes. So they took 3 prizes that turn. Insane. And I promoted Latias because it's the only one that gets the free retreat. Everything else is evolved now. So at least I have the other Volcanion in hand already, so I can use my Night Stretcher on an energy. Attach it there. And let's retreat. Burn. Oh man, so Scalding Steam, like, yeah, they're burned, but it's not going to be 110 anymore, it's only 80. So even just knocking out the 1 Mag Mortar, if they hadn't, this would have been a knockout on the burn damage, but since they did, now they have this damage to play with, so they're going to heal off a lot again. Oh my gosh. So close to being knocked out. Like, if I had anything that could attack, that would have been game. But it's immune to damage from Camerupt, and my Mag Mortars don't have enough energy. So maybe that's a change I need to make. I need a non-EX Pokemon that can attack with fewer energies. Now my other Mag Mortar has 30 damage on it. Damage to Latias. So right now, the 70 plus 8, it would get knocked out, but they can still heal with the Shuckle, so I imagine that's what they'll do. And their timer is getting low. Yeah, there's the heal. So they will survive again with just a little bit of health. But I mean, it's going to be enough, is the thing. Town Store. Oh gosh, don't tell me they have another cape. If they have another cape, it's over. Okay, Turbo Energize. That must have just been to thin the deck. Maybe get a shuffle in. Oh, come on. Boss's orders. You kidding me? Oh, well, this threat goes down. So my burn will do even less damage next time. This deck is just definitely not set up to need 3 energies. I don't have Crispin. I don't have Turbo Energize myself. What do I even have? Okay, so yeah, my goodness, I still have 3 bosses orders in here and the 2 Turos, and somehow I never drew either of those. Let's go ahead and flip the script, see if I get one here. I do, that's great. And on a boss's orders, get this Monkey Dory. Retreats. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to thin the deck, because I'm going to take this, pull the Latias out, because I want to be able to draw into my last 2 bosses orders. You know what, I should have thinned out even more. I have the Ultra Ball in hand. Could have thinned out, used the Pokegear. Guaranteed boss, because I mean, I have 2 left in the deck, and there's only 14 cards left in the deck. They've used 1 boss's orders. There's another boss's orders, so yeah, I messed up. They did good. I really thought I had it in the bag, and then they mounted an incredible comeback, so kudos to you. Good game.